Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, I will read a gentle and emotional story for you. Please relax and listen quietly. The words are simple and clear. This story will help you improve your English reading, listening. It will also touch your heart. Let us begin the story. At 31, Lily had everything. A good job, a beautiful apartment, a perfect life people admired. But every night she sat in silence and felt like she had nothing. Lily lived in a busy city in the United States. Her life looked perfect from the outside. Every morning, coffee in hand, perfect outfit, confident smile. At work, people respected her. "You're doing so well," they said. "You're living the dream." Lily would smile, but inside, she felt empty. Every night told a different story. She would come home, unlock the door, step inside, and suddenly everything became quiet. Too quiet. No one waiting, no one calling her name, no one asking, "How was your day?" Just silence and her thoughts. 3 years ago, Lily believed in love. She met someone, and for the first time, she gave her heart completely. She trusted him, loved him, planned a future with him. She thought it was forever. Then one day, he left. No warning, no explanation, just a short message. "I'm sorry, I can't do this." And that was it. No calls, no closure, just silence. After that day, Lily changed. She stopped trusting people, stopped opening her heart, stopped believing in love. Instead, she built a life that looked perfect because it was easier to look happy than to feel broken. One evening, after work, Lily didn't want to go home. She didn't want to face the silence again. So she walked into a small cafe. Warm lights, soft music, a quiet corner. She ordered coffee, sat alone, scrolling her phone, trying to distract herself. "Is this seat free?" She looked up, and in that moment, something changed. A man stood there, simple, calm, not trying to impress, but his presence felt different, safe. "Yes," she said. He smiled and sat down. His name was Ethan. They started talking, just small talk, nothing serious, but something felt easy, natural, real, and Lily wasn't used to that anymore. For the first time in years, she felt comfortable, not guarded, not distant, just herself, and that scared her. That night, she couldn't stop thinking about the cafe, about Ethan, about how she felt, and immediately her mind said, "Stop, don't start this again. You know how it ends." The next day, she had a choice. Forget him, go back to her routine, or go back to the cafe. At the same time, without thinking too much, Lily walked back, and there he was. Ethan, sitting at the same table. He looked up, smiled. "Hey," he said. And in that moment, something inside Lily came back to life. Lily thought she could control it, keep it simple, just conversations, nothing more. But she was wrong, because feelings don't stay small forever. Lily told herself it was nothing, just a conversation, just a coincidence, just a normal meeting. But deep inside, she knew it wasn't, because the next day, she went back again. The cafe slowly became part of her life. Same table, same time, same quiet corner. And almost always, Ethan was there. At first, they talked about simple things, work, life, the city. But slowly, the conversations changed. They became deeper, more personal, more real. Ethan didn't just talk, he listened, really listened, like her words mattered. One day, Ethan said something unexpected. "You don't seem as confident as you look." Lily froze, because no one had ever said that before. Everyone saw her as strong, perfect, unbreakable, but he saw something else, something real. "What do you mean?" she asked quietly. Ethan looked at her calmly. "You smile a lot, but your eyes don't." For a moment, Lily didn't know what to say, because he was right. "I wasn't always like this," she said slowly. Ethan didn't interrupt, didn't rush her. He just waited, and that gave her the courage to continue. "I trusted someone once," she said. "I gave everything. And then, one day, he just left." Her voice didn't break, but her silence did. Ethan didn't say, "I'm sorry." He didn't give advice. He just said, "That must have hurt." And somehow, that felt more real than anything else. From that day, something changed. Lily wasn't just talking to him anymore. She was opening up, slowly, carefully, but genuinely. And with that, her feelings started growing, but so did her fear. Every night her thoughts returned. This is how it starts. You're getting attached. You'll get hurt again. Her heart was opening, but her mind was trying to protect her. One evening, Ethan was late, just a few minutes, but Lily kept looking at the door, again and again, and suddenly she understood something. She was waiting for him, not casually, but emotionally. When he finally walked in, she felt relief, real relief, and that's when it hit her. This is not normal. I'm starting to care. That evening, Ethan looked at her and asked, "Why do you keep your distance?" Lily looked down, because she knew the answer, but saying it out loud made it real. "Because I'm scared," she said. "Of what?" he asked softly. She took a deep breath. "Of feeling again." Ethan smiled gently. "Feeling isn't the problem," he said. "Running from it is." Those words stayed with her long after she went home. That night, Lily sat alone in her apartment, no TV, no phone, just silence and her thoughts. She looked around her perfect life and realized something painful. It wasn't enough. "I'm not protecting myself," she whispered. "I'm just avoiding life." For years, she had been safe from pain, safe from heartbreak, but also safe from happiness. And now she had a choice. She could walk away before things got deeper, before feelings became stronger, before she lost control, or she could stay and risk everything. Lily tried to stay careful. She really did. She told herself, "Don't go too far. Don't feel too much. Don't lose control." But feelings? They don't follow rules. The cafe was no longer just a place. It became their place. The cable by the window, the quiet corner, the soft evening light, and Ethan. Always Ethan. Their talks were no longer simple. They spoke about life, dreams, fears, regrets. Ethan asked her things no one had ever asked. What makes you happy? What do you really want? And for the first time, Lily didn't have answers. Being with Ethan felt different. She wasn't pretending, wasn't performing, wasn't trying to be perfect. She was just herself. And slowly, she started liking that version of herself again. One evening, while walking home, Lily caught herself smiling, for no reason, no message, no joke, just a feeling. And that's when she realized she wasn't just enjoying his company anymore. She was falling for him. But this time, the fear was stronger too. What if he leaves? What if this is temporary? What if I lose myself again? Her heart was moving forward, but her past was pulling her back. One evening, it started raining heavily. The cafe was closing early. Lily and Ethan stepped outside, standing under a small shade, close, very close. The rain fell around them. The world felt quiet. Neither of them spoke, but everything was there, in the way they looked at each other, in the way they stood, in the way they didn't move away. Ethan looked at her, not saying anything, just looking. And Lily felt it, that moment, the one where everything could change. For a second, she didn't move, didn't think, didn't stop herself. But then her past came rushing back, the pain, the heartbreak, the silence. "I can't," she whispered. Ethan stepped back slightly, not angry, not upset, just understanding. "It's okay," he said softly, and somehow that made it harder. Lily walked home in the rain, without an umbrella, without caring, because inside there was a storm. That night she couldn't sleep. Her heart said, "You're happy with him." Her mind said, "You're going to get hurt." Her past said, "You've been here before." The next day, she didn't go to the cafe. Then another day passed, and another. She stopped going, stopped seeing him, stopped everything. Slowly, the silence came back. The same apartment, the same routine, the same emptiness. But this time, it felt worse, because now she knew what she was missing. One night, she whispered to herself, "I was happier with him." And that truth was impossible to ignore. A week later, she finally went back, heart racing, not sure what to expect. And when she walked in, she saw him, Ethan, but he wasn't alone. He was sitting with another woman, laughing, talking, the same way he used to with her. And in that moment, something inside Lily broke. She stood there, frozen, heart racing, mind spinning. Was she too late? Did she lose him before she even had him? Lily stood at the entrance of the cafe, frozen, her eyes fixed on one thing. Ethan, sitting with another woman, laughing, talking, the same way he used to with her. Her chest felt tight, her heartbeat became louder, everything around her blurred. Just one thought, "I'm too late." She didn't go inside, didn't say anything, didn't let him see her. She turned around slowly and walked away. Outside, the sky was gray, wind cold, but she didn't feel any of it, because inside, something had shattered. This is why you don't trust. This is why you don't feel. This is why you stay alone. Her mind repeated it again and again, trying to protect her, but hurting her at the same time. That night, her apartment felt colder than ever. She didn't turn on the lights, didn't sit on the couch. She just stood near the door, like she didn't belong there or anywhere. "I lost him," she whispered, even though she never had him, and that made it worse. For the first time in years, Lily cried, not quietly, not controlled, but completely. All the emotions she'd been holding back came out at once. It wasn't just about Ethan. It was about everything. The loneliness, the fear, the years she spent protecting herself. And now, the moment she finally felt something, it slipped away. Days passed. Lily didn't go back to the cafe, didn't check her phone, didn't talk to anyone. She went to work, came home, stayed silent, just existing. One evening, her phone buzzed. A message from Ethan. "I haven't seen you in days. Are you okay?" Her heart skipped, but she didn't reply. A few minutes later, another message. "I think I saw you the other day, but you left." Now she knew. He'd had noticed. Her heart said, "Reply." Her mind said, "Don't." Her past said, "You know how this ends." After a long silence, she finally typed, "I'm fine." Short, cold, safe. But Ethan didn't stop. "Can we talk?" he asked. Lily hesitated, but deep inside, she wanted answers, so she agreed. The next day, they met. Same cafe, same table, but everything felt different. He looked at her, concerned. "You disappeared," he said. Lily looked at him, her voice steady, but her heart breaking. "I wasn't alone," she said. Ethan frowned. "What do you mean?" I saw you, she said. With her. For a second, Ethan was silent. Then he sighed softly. That was my sister. Lily froze. What? My younger sister, he repeated. She just moved to the city. Everything inside Lily shifted. The pain, the anger, the assumptions, all at once. She felt foolish. I thought... She stopped. Ethan looked at her gently. You thought I replaced you? She didn't answer, because she didn't need to. Ethan leaned slightly forward. I didn't, he said. I was actually waiting for you. Lily's eyes filled with tears, not from pain this time, but from something else. Relief, and something deeper. I got scared, she admitted. I thought it was happening again. Ethan nodded. I understand, he said, but I'm not him. For the first time, Lily had a choice, not between love and loneliness, but between fear and trust. Lily sat across from Ethan. Her heart was racing, not from fear alone, but from truth. For the first time in years, she wasn't running, she wasn't hiding, she was facing it. Ethan looked at her calmly. So what are you going to do? He asked. Lily looked down at her hands, because she knew this wasn't just about him, it was about her. I'm scared, she said softly. Ethan nodded. I know. But I'm more scared of losing myself again, she continued, her voice slightly shaking. For years, I built a life where nothing could hurt me, Lily said. No love, no expectations, no risks. She paused. And I was still unhappy. I thought being alone would protect me, she said. But it didn't. It just made me empty. Her eyes slowly met his. And being with you makes me feel alive. There it was. No more hiding, no more pretending. Just truth. Raw. Simple. Real. Ethan didn't rush, didn't interrupt. He just smiled slightly. That's all I needed to hear, he said. Lily took a deep breath. This was it. She could step back, return to her safe, quiet life, or take a risk, trust again, feel again, live again. I don't want to run anymore, she said, her voice stronger now. I'm tired of being afraid. Ethan didn't say anything, but his eyes said everything. This time, when silence came, it wasn't heavy, it wasn't painful, it was peaceful. And slowly, Lily reached out, not perfectly, not confidently, but honestly. That moment didn't fix everything. It didn't erase her past. It didn't guarantee forever, but it gave her something she didn't have before. A chance. Days passed, then weeks. Lily still had fears, still had doubts, but she didn't let them control her anymore. She faced them, step by step. The biggest difference wasn't Ethan, it was her. She was no longer hiding, no longer pretending, no longer living half a life. At 31, Lily didn't find a perfect love story. She found something better. Herself. Sometimes the biggest risk is not loving, but avoiding it, because when you stop feeling, you stop living. And Lily finally understood. It's not about finding someone perfect. It's about finding the courage to feel again.